So today we are going to discuss the basic introduction of full stack. So what is a full stack now? The full stack, it consists of two things. What are the two things is there now? The first one is a front end, and then the second one is a back end. The full stack consists of two things. One is a front end, the second one is a back end. So what is a front end? Why we're using front end? What is the back end? Why we have to use the back end? We can discuss everything here. So the first one is a front end, right? So what is a front end now? The front end is called as user interface is called as front end. User interface is called as front end. So what is a user interface now? Like we are the users, whatever we can see in front of the view, everything is user interface only. So like for example, like any one website will be there, like just go to your somewhere you can search whatever you can see in desktop or somewhere everything is called as user interface only. For example, I'm going to take any one website, simple website is there. See, like simply Z type technology, something website will be there. So when a just wait. See, this is our normal website will be there. So within the website, whatever we can see that we are the users, now we can see whatever in front of the document, everything is user interface only, like images, contents, forms, buttons, icons, logos, videos, everything like see checkboxes, everything is user interface only. So here, how to build one user interface now? There only we are using that front end technologies. So what are the front end technologies we are going to discuss now? The first one is a HTML, and then the second one is a CSS. The third one is JavaScript, and then the fourth one is React JS. It's a framework, and then fifth one is a Bootstrap. So five technologies. By using these five technologies only, we are going to build one user interface. Like right? Like Instagram, Facebook application. So everything the full stack applications only. So in that Instagram or Facebook, whatever we can see, everything images, contents, buttons, everything it comes user interface only. Whatever we can't able to see in that application, that is the backend part. The backend and all we can discuss later. For example, everyone know the ATM machine, right? Like the ATM machine will be there. So whenever when we go for the ATM, in that ATM machine, we have one display is there. So in that display, like n number of option will be there. Like what is the option now? Like check your balance, change your PIN, like current balance or savings accounts. So like n number of options will be there, right? So in the display, whatever we can see, everything it comes as a user interface only. So in that ATM machine, whatever we can't able to see, that is the back end part. Clear. So now the first one is a HTML, right? What is the HTML now? Like the HTML is called as hypertext markup language. What is HTML now? Hypertext markup language. So what is the purpose we're using the HTML now? By using HTML only, we are going to create the web page content. Like this is the web page now. In this website, some headings will be there, like and then forms will be there, tables will be there. Everything it comes in HTML only. So by using HTML only, we are going to create the web page content, like which is used to create the web page content, which is used to create the web page content. So what is the purpose HTML now? HTML means currently we are using the HTML5 version, current version. Like what is HTML means? Hypertext markup language. What is the purpose we are using that HTML now? Which is used to create the web page content. So whatever we have to create the like headings, tables, forms, everything it comes in HTML only. And then the stylings will be the right, like background color, animations, transitions, and then over property,
Yes,
It's not audible. Hello, guys. It's audible or not? Banu, it's audible. Like anyone respond to me, guys. Then only I know it's my voice is audible or not. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. See, like whenever we are building on user interface now, there only we have to use that five technologies: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React JS, Bootstrap. So the first one is the HTML. What is the HTML? Currently, we are using the HTML5 version. What is the purpose we are using now? Which is used to create the web page content. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. So this is the markup language. So HTML, CSS will be markup language. JavaScript will be programming language. So what is the purpose we are using the programming language? Huh? We need to interact with browser, the website and all. We have to interact with browser. Either we need to make some dynamic effects. Like what is the dynamic effects now? Like we need to create some data, we need to edit some data, we need to update some data, like we need to make some dynamic effects now. There only we're using that JavaScript part and all. So right, whatever like everyone know the basic form will be there. So, like, see, in this website also, on form will be there. In this website also, the basic form, full name, phone number, email address, and then course name. Some things, select type here, something will be there. So when the user given some data, once we click the submit button, the entire data will be submitted. How now? There the function will be there. There the program will be there. So we have to declare one program now. We need to use any one language, programming language. So in front end, whenever we are using the front end now, the front end programming language JavaScript is there. Either TypeScript on programming language will be there. So any one programming language we can use it. So now currently we are going to use that JavaScript only. Now we are going to learn that JavaScript only. So, and then coming to the CSS part, what is the CSS now? Cascading styling sheet, like current version will be 3. Cascading styling sheet, that is the CSS. So what is the purpose we're using the CSS now? Which is used to add the stylings for HTML document. Which is used to add the stylings for HTML document. Like already some content will be there. For example, in this website, some content will be there. For this content, we need to add some background color. We need to add some background images, either colors, and then icons will be there, videos will be there. Like everything, it comes in CSS only. So the content means in HTML. By using HTML2, we can create that web page content. By using CSS2, whatever the stylings we want, like animation, transition, background color, alignments, everything it comes in CSS only. The styling part is called as CSS3, current version 3, cascading styling sheets. And then the next one is a JavaScript, right? So what is a JavaScript now? The JavaScript will be programming language. Programming language. So what is the purpose we are using the programming language now? Like the JavaScript is a object-oriented computer-based programming language. So the JavaScript is a completely OOPS-based concept. So every like different programming language, like TypeScript on programming language now. For the TypeScript, Angular JS is a framework. So JavaScript on programming language is there. For this JavaScript, the React JS will be framework. So like we need to make some dynamic error effect. We need to make some functionalities. Now there only we are using that programming language and all. And then coming to the React JS. What is the React JS? Now the React JS will be framework. So what is the purpose we're using the framework? Like already we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript. By using these three things too, we can make one web page or web application, whatever it is. So then why we have to use this framework now? Because in this framework, some default components will be there, default functionalities is there. So by using the default component functionalities too, we can shorter time, we can do bigger tasks. I mean, whenever we are going to do one task now, it will taking 1 hour time limit. So in that case, like we are using the framework now, we can complete in 30 minutes. In shorter time, we can do bigger tasks. That's why we're using that framework and all. Like it will take that 1 hour time limit for the project now. We can complete in 30 minutes that project. That is the advantage of React.js framework. Why not? Because in this React.js, the default components will be there. Everything it comes as a components and then default functionalities, functional. So, and then the finally bootstrap one thing is there, right? What is the bootstrap? Now the bootstrap is called as responsive thing. So what is the responsive now? Like user viewport we have to make. User viewport now. Like some users going to use the desktop, some users tab view, some users mobile view, like some users iOS view. Like every viewport we have to make here. Like how to make that viewport now? There only we using that bootstrap thing. Like for example, see this is a website will be there. Whenever we are compressing here, see this is the tab you know, right? See, just increase here, just wait. So now this is a tab view. Whenever compressing this one, like we are getting one sidebar option also, and then see everything it comes as a tab view. So whenever we are compressing up to mobile view, see like here only the responsive thing is there. Open this one, see iPhone 12 Pro will be there. See, this is the iPhone 12 Pro, the viewport we are going to make. And then either iPhone, the 14 Pro Max will be viewport. See, so this is the way for we are making as a responsive website. Like for the users, we are going to assign some viewport like mobile view, tab view, desktop view, and then whatever the viewport we want, we can assign it here. The pixels is there. So how to do that one? Now, by using Bootstrap only, we are going to do that one. Like, and then finally coming to the backend here. What is the backend? Na? The backend is called as server connections is called as backend. Server connection is called as backend. So what is the server connections now? Like which is used to transfer the data, used to transfer the data from one server to another server. That is the backend part. Server connections is called as backend. Like we are taking that ATM machine example, right? So in that ATM machine, the display is called as like the ATM machine in front of you, the display will be there. The display is called as user interface, right? So what is the backend part is there now in that ATM machine? Like the ATM machine, whatever in that ATM machine, whatever we can't able to see. Like for example, like we need to get some money in that ATM machine now. Like we have to enter that 4 digits pin, right? So whenever we enter the pin, then only we can get the money. How now? There the server connections will be there from one server to another server. So once we get the money also at the same time, at the same time we are getting the notification also in our mobile phones. How now? There the server connections will be there. That is the backend part. The backend is called as server connections, like which is used to transfer the data from one server to another server. So in backend, what are the things we are going to discuss now? Python, either Java, either Node.js, any one technologies only we are going to discuss in backend also Node.js, either .NET, anyone. So Python, Java, Node.js, either .NET, anyone. The backend is called as server connections. Clear. So like up to here, anyone having doubts in this? Like anyone have to ask any questions or something? Arjun, Deepti, anyone having question? Niharika, Sarmila, Pujita, Bharat, like just tell me yes or no. If you're having any questions now, we can discuss about that. Either we can go for next one. Okay, fine. So now you know now what is the front end, what is the back end, why we have to use front end, why we have to use back end. You know now. Like what is the front end means? The front end is called as user interface. So for the users, we are going to build on user interface now. There only we are using that front end. Front end technologies. What are the front end technologies now? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React JS, Bootstrap. So by using these five technologies too, we are going to build one user interface. So what is the backend? Now the backend is called as server connections. What is the server connections now? Which is used to transfer the data from one server to another server. Like in this website, where the backend work will be there now. For example, like we are the users now. I am the user now. So like when the user given some data here, like when the user given some data, see, I selected some course here, Python course. I selected some course. So whenever we click the get quits button now, like entire data is going to the admin panel. So here to there, the server connection will be there. So we are the users now. So just you can search the website. When the users log in the page now, I mean, when the user given some data to click the submit button now, the entire data is going to the owner. I mean, the web page, like a website or web page, web application owners will be there, admins will be there, right? So the entire data is going to the admin panel. So how it is working now? Here to there, the server connection will be there, the backend connection is there. I mean, which is used to transfer the data from one server to another server. That is the backend part. Clear? So in this website, like whenever we have to transfer the data, there only the backend things will be there. So now coming to the HTML here, like first of all, HTML only we have to, from basics only we have to learn. So directly we can't able to learn that programming language. And all. First we have to learn any structurable language. After that, one by one only we can learn it. So the first one is the HTML5 version will be there. So what is the HTML? Hypertext markup language. What is the purpose we are using that HTML? Which is used to create the web page content. Like how to create the web page content now, there only some predefined tags will be there. Predefined tags is there. So by using that predefined tags only, we are going to create that web page content. So like every tag in HTML, open tag, close tag will be mandatory. So what is the open tag? What is the close tag now? Less than, greater than. See, this is a open tag. Every tag, open tag, close tag is mandatory. So what is a close tag now? So this tag is called as close tag. Open tag will be mandatory. Whenever we declaring some open tags now, the close tags only mandatory. Like some tags only there is no close tag under, only open tags will be there. See, so HTML means which is used to create the web page content. How to create the web page content now? By using predefined tags only, we are going to create that web page content. So like every tag, the open tag, close tag is mandatory. Where we have to define this predefined tags and all now, there only the basic structure of HTML will be there. So by using that basic structure of HTML only, we are going to assign that predefined tags. Basic structure of HTML will be there. So what is the basic structure of HTML? How to create one basic structure of HTML? Like human being, right? Like the basic things only. So first of all, we have to create the HTML block. We are going to discuss the HTML only. HTML open tag. The close tag is also mandatory. So whenever we declaring some open tags, now this is a open tag. So the close tag also mandatory. How to create that close tag now? HTML is called as close tag. Open tag, close tag. So now this is the block now. This is the block. Within the block, two sections will be there. Like human being. Like human being means Like one head section will be there, the second one will be body section will be. So HTML will be block. Within the block, two sections will be there. What are the two sections now? The first one is a head section. The second one is a body section. Head open tag. So whenever we created some head open tag, now the close tag also mandatory. Right? So now I'm going to create one close tag also for this head tag. Head close tag will be there. Head open tag, head close tag. So what are the section will be there? The first section will be created head section, and then second section will be body section is there. Now I'm going to create one body tag, body open tag, close tag also mandatory. Now I'm going to create one close tag, body close tag. So this is the basic structure of HTML. Clear. So by using this basic structure only, we are going to create the web page content. How to create the web page content? Now by using predefined tags too, we are going to create the web page content. So in HTML, everything it comes predefined tags, default tags only. So we have to learn the tags and then we can use the tags. How to use the tags? Now by using this basic structure only, we are going to use the tags and all. So, like the head section will be there, body section will be there. What is the head section? What is the body section? Now, the tab section is called as head section. The body section is called as document section. So, within the head section, what are the things we are going to do now? Like the page name we have to assign. Like this is the tab section. In this tab section, we have to assign some page name or document name. In that case, we are using this head section. So like which tag will be there now? Title one tag is there. By using the title tag too, we are going to assign the page name and all. Title open tag is there now. We need to make as a close tag also. Title close tag. So here only we can assign that page name and all. Whatever the page name we want, we can create it. So, and then the next one is the body section. So within the body section, like body means document section, right? So in this document section only, we are going to create the web page content. Like how to create the web page content now by using predefined tags too. So here only within the body section only, we are going to create the web page content. Clear? Web page content. So now we know like what are the things will be there, where we have to assign, like how to implement everything now. So now which tool we are going to use now? Like Visual Studio tool, one thing will be there. So first we have to download that one. After that only we can use. So without downloading, we can't able to use that one. Like how to download that Visual Studio tool now? Just you can go to your browser. You can search it here. Visual Studio download, one thing will be. You can search simply Visual Studio download. And then just go down here, like download Visual Studio tool, install for free Windows will be there, right? Open this one and then go down here, like here Visual Studio code, like a free download one option will be there. Our like Windows users now, you can download that Windows, either Linux, Mac OS, everything will be there. Now I'm going to download for Windows. Now click that Windows option. After that, see, we are getting that download that. So we are getting the download symbol now. See, Visual Studio will be downloading here. Just wait, it will take some few seconds. See, once downloaded will be completed now, you can open that one. So like here it will asking some questions like uh license and agreements here. Like we have to accept the terms and agreements and then click next here. After that, click next and then install one option will be there. You can click that install option. After that, the tool will be installing. See, the tool will be installing now. See, once the installation will be completed, now you can finish that one. After that, you can close everything here, not required. So I'm going to close everything here. Nothing will be there initially. So now my requirement is like we are going to write some code now. We have to store somewhere, right? So without storing, we can't able to write that code and all. So like we have to store somewhere. In that case, I'm going to create one new folder somewhere. Wherever you want to the folder, you can create it. So simply I'm going to creating the folder within our desktop only. Our folder name is new folder 5 is a folder name. So initially in this folder, nothing will be there. There is no any files, only the empty folder only is there. In this empty folder only, we are going to create some HTML files. By using that HTML files too, we are going to create some web page content now. So how to access that files and all now? First, you can open your Visual Studio tool. Where the Visual Studio will be there now, you can simply search it here like Visual Studio open. So after that, yeah, you can close everything here. Like whenever you installing now, like already I have this tool, that's why I'm getting like this. Like first thing, like nothing will be there now. So like left side, 3 slash will be there, right? Open that slash and then file on option will be there. Open that file option. Whenever we click the file, we are getting some options here. So which options we have to select now? Open folder one option will be there. You can select that folder, open folder. So where the folder will be created now, within our desktop only the folder created. I mean, what is the folder name now? New folder 5 is the folder name. So you can click that new folder 5. After that, you can select the folder. So initially there is no any files, the empty folder only is there. Now our folder will be selected within our Visual Studio tool. Clear. See, new folder 5 is a folder name. So initially there is no any files. Now we are going to create some HTML files. So here two options will be there. One is a file option. The second one is a folder option. The first one is a file option. The second one is a folder option. Now I don't want to create any folders here. Like because already I created one new folder 5. Within the new folder 5, I can create some HTML files, CSS files, JavaScript files, and then React.js application also. Like I don't want to create any folder. That's why I'm going to create directly the HTML file. So this is the file option. Just click this new file here. After that, we are getting one search bar here. Like within the I mean input box, we have to assign that file name. Like HTML file only we are going to create now, right? So we are going to assign the file name now. So whatever the file name you want, you can create it here. So simply just just we created one new folder 5. After that, we selected that folder within our Visual Studio tool. You know how to we selected that folder also. So now within the folder, we are going to create one HTML file. Like how to created that HTML file now within the folder. This is the file option. Just open this file option, and then here like the input box will be there. Within the input box, we have to assign that file name. So what is the file name now? The file name, whatever you want, you can create it here. Simply, I'm going to create as a file name. Index will be file name. After that, whenever we are creating the HTML file now, some extensions will be there. Like .html will be extension. So we like whenever we created some CSS file now, .css will be extension. So whenever we are creating some JavaScript file, now .js will be extension. Now we are going to create that HTML file. In that case, we need to pass that extension. .html is the extension. The extension is mandatory thing. So the file name and all, whatever you want, you can create it. But the extension only mandatory. Now the file will be created. What is the file name now? Index.html will be file name. .html will be extension. The file name, whatever you want, you can create it. So how to find that HTML file now? The open tag, close tag will be there. By using this symbol too, we can find that this is one HTML document. So whenever we are creating that CSS file now, we are getting that hash symbol. So whenever we are creating that JavaScript file now, JS extension, everything we are getting symbols only. So now we have created one HTML file. In that case, we are getting that open tag, close tag. So already you know, right, what is the basic structure of HTML. So now by using that basic structure only, we are going to assign that tags and all. Like, so what is the basic structure of HTML? First thing, HTML open tag, close tag. So within the HTML, two sections will be there. What are the two sections? One is a head on section will be there, head open tag, close tag, and then second one will be body section, body open tag, close tag. So this is the basic structure of HTML. Clear? HTML will be block. Within the block, head on section will be there. The second one is the body on section is there. So now the basic structure will be created. So now this document we have to run in our Chrome or somewhere we have to run this application now. So how to run this application? There only we have to install one extensions now. So which extension? Live server on extension will be there. We need to install that extension. So how to install that extension? Left side, three dots will be there. Additional views. Open this one. And then when we clicking that additional views, now we are getting two options here. Run and debug one option, and then extension will be second option. So just click that extension option here. So when we clicking that extension option, now we are getting one search bar here. So within the search bar, you can search that extension name. What is the extension name now? Live server will be extension name. See, the first one will be there. Live server extension. You can open that one. See here, launch development local server will be there. Here, disable one option will be there. Uninstall one option will be there. So why I having this uninstall option? Because already I have this extension. That's why I'm getting like uninstall option. So whenever I like you guys don't have that option, uninstall option, now you can install by using install option too. You can uninstall that extension. So once the installation will be completed, now you can close that one. No, not required. Now you can close that one, everything. So nothing will be there. Now only the basic structure will be there. So now by using that live server extension too, we are going to run that application. How to run that application now? So in your tab section, right click. When we clicking the button, right click now, we are getting an option here. Open with live server on option. So without installing that extension, we can't able to get that option and all. So when we install the extension, then only we are getting this option, otherwise not. So now we are going to using this option to, I mean, using this extension to, we are going to run that application within our Chrome section. So just you can click that one, open with live server too. So now we are getting that application within our Chrome. Clear? Now empty document only is there. Why the empty document will be there now? So there is no any content, there is no any code here initially. Only the basic empty structure only is there. That's why we're getting that empty, the basic structure, empty document. So now two section will be there, right? The first one is a head section. The second one is a body section. So what is the head section now? The tab section is there now. The tab section is called as head section. The documents section is called as body section. So within the head section, what we are going to do now, like we are going to assign the page name. So initially the server name will be there. Some default server name will be there. We need to update some, like we need to assign some name now. How to assign some name now? Like by using title one tag is there. Title, open tag, close tag too. We are going to assign the page name. So simply I'm going to assign as a HTML will be page name. Save the file. Just go and check it your output now. See now our file name will be HTML is there. So either like I want to update some another name now. So simply I'm going to assign like Murthy, my name. I'm going to assign as a title here, like the page name. See now we are getting the page name. Murthy is there. Clear? So this is the way for we using that head section title tag and all. And then where we have to create that content and all now within our body section only we are going to create the content and all. So how to create the content and all now by using predefined tags only we are going to create the content and all. So before going to define that content, we have to know command lines. So in HTML, some command line will be there. CSS, some command line is there. JavaScript, some command lines is there. So in HTML command line, how to create one HTML command line now? Less than exclamatory hyphen is called as command line. This is the way for we created the command line. So how means like simply understand less than exclamatory hyphen. So this is the way for we are creating the command lines. So what is the purpose we created that command line and all? Na? Description purpose only we created that command lines. So the command lines are all not executed here for the description purpose. So for example, like HTML topics. Simply I'm going to create some content here. Save this file, just go and check it, your output. See, nothing will happen. because the command lines and all not executed here, for the description purpose only we're going to use that command lines and all. So in HTML, what are the topics we are going to discuss now? The first one will be headings, and then second one will be paragraph, and then third one is list, and then fourth one is tables, and then fifth one is forms, and then sixth one is inline elements, and then sixth one is block line elements, block line elements. See, the seventh one is the block line elements. So this is the way, I mean, this topics only we're going to discuss in HTML. Like it will take 1 week, 5 days we can complete the HTML. So 5 days CSS, and then the JavaScript, it will take 15 days to 20 days. After that, the React JS will be 15 days. So the course duration will be 45 days to 50 days. We can complete that front end course and all. Like in HTML, headings, paragraph, list, tables, forms, inline elements, and then block line elements. Clear? And then like up to here, like how to install, how to declare one basic structure, what is the head section, what is the body section. Up to here, anyone having doubts? Like Chandu, Charita, and then Deepthi, Janavi. Like guys, anyone having any doubts now, you can ask me here and now only. Like if you need any help, if you want to do anything, like if you want any, you want to ask anything now, you can contact with me. Like I will give you my mobile number also. Like this is my mobile number. You can of full stack. Tomorrow onwards we can start the classes regularly, like from HTML2. I will let you like what is the headings, what is the tables, what is the paragraph, and then what is the forms, how to create the forms, how to create the tables, what is the block elements, what is the inline elements. Everything we can discuss one by one. Like tomorrow onwards, the class timings will be 6 to 7.